Hello, you guys. This is for the sites portion for assignment 3. I am making this video in order to just show some basic things in regard to creating a Google site. I really did not know about Google Sites before beginning classes at FHSU. And now that I have worked with this just a little bit and trying to learn enough to make this video, it's definitely beneficial, and I can see how I'm going to use it in my classroom. It's a place that you can store many different things, and I'm thinking about it from my students' perspective that they could have access to all those things in one location. It's just a resource that you could post your calendar to, your, I don't know, different assignments on there, and help the kids in order to save time. Now, then the other thing is that you're going to have access to Google Plus, and that's hard. I'm in the same boat. I would love to use Google Classroom, but my school does not currently have access to Google. So I'm going to play with this, and hopefully I can share the link with my students without them having access to Google. I'm not sure about that yet. So anyways, that's my introduction. Now let's get started and see how to do something on Google Sites. So the way that I got to Sites was, and I know that there's other ways you can do it through Drive, etc. I just went to Sites, and it took me to this page right here, and I can go to Create. Now then I'm going to go to New Sites. Okay, so here is your basic layout on Sites. Now then, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to change the background image. So we could just go to Change Image, Select Image. I'm a very visual person, so this is the first thing I wanted to do. And I'm going to go to this fun little colorful section. Okay, now then I can change the title of my page by just clicking here and saying, we're going to call this Miss Cook's Math Class. Oops. Okay, now then I can just say that I would like a different appearance to the way that this is looking. I could go to Themes right here, and I could play with these and say I want to go with this one, but it's a little bit too bold, so maybe I want to go to light, and I like that better. That looks good to me. So now then I could go back to this insert, and this is where I can actually start putting things onto my site. So let's just say I'm going to insert a text box, and now then right here I could say, I'm going to show you guys how to add a button and embed websites from that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say the following websites will be used frequently throughout this course. Okay, now that I'm going to click off of that, and I'm going to show you guys now how to put in a button. One of the things that my students have a hard time with is going to the right websites when I give them links. It never fails that they misspell a word, or it takes forever to get on there. So if they could just access everything through this main location, and I already embed it, I think it's going to save a lot of time. So I could just go to button right here, and I'm going to call this a website that we use for my math class is called Pearson Realize. And I could go up here and I could go to pearsonrealize.com, and let's just copy that link. So this is what's going to go on there. Now I could probably just type it in, but I'm just going to paste this link here, and I'm going to click insert. Now then I can drag this to make it the full size if I wanted to. That takes me to edit. Okay, and now then I have this button here. I could also go to texacoschools.com, which is our our website, and instead of the students having to type that in every time, which I know it's not hard, but we could just go to put a button in and say this is going to be our Texaco Schools homepage. And now then I'm just going to say, let's just copy that in. Okay, so there you have it. And now then, if I wanted to see what it's going to look like for the student, I could, or anybody who's looking at this class, I could go to the preview button, the little I, and now then if I click these, it's going to take me to Pearson Realize. So I just see this being extremely beneficial to my students, and actually saving me time in my classroom too. I would probably embed a lot of links in here, to be honest. To exit out of that view, I'm just going to click this X. You can see that I can put the calendar in. I could change some layouts. I could add layouts in here if I wanted to. I'm thinking like I could add this layout. Maybe here I wanted to add an image. And let's just search one. Let's just say math clip art. I just want to put something fun in there. So let's just say that I'm going to put this image in there. And I can change the size of it if I wanted to. Let's say right here that I want to embed a YouTube video for my kids. So I'm going to say adding integers. And videos come up and I can just embed it right away. And now then they can actually click on that straight from the website without having to go to YouTube and search. I could also add anything from my drive. But the only bad thing is you really have to be careful with the layout. Because if I wanted to, let's just say if I wanted to add like a slides presentation or something like that, then I would really have to be careful because you couldn't see it on this little box. So that might be used for like an image or something like I had above, but I really probably wouldn't put a slides presentation or a YouTube video that's really small there. So maybe we just want to say select an image. And I want to put a calculator. Here, and let's just say that that's what I'm going to put there. Okay, so I know that that's not the best appearance. I could crop it or change the size, etc. here. So that's how, and if I wanted to see how it looked again, I could just go to preview and see what this looks like. And now all of a sudden, if I wanted to, I could watch this video straight from the website without having to go to YouTube. Okay, and then finally, I mean, of course, there's so many more things that I could talk about, but the last thing that you can go through is how you want to share with others and then publishing this website so that, you know, people had access to it. So I know that I probably did more than 5 things, but I'm really enjoying playing with Google Sites, and hopefully I get to use it in my school soon. Thank you for watching.